Good morning, you guys. How's it going? It is middle of the day for us right now. It's super bright out, it's super humid, and there's clouds rolling in, which is really, really weird for us. But I'm headed to Home Depot. I'm gonna go get stuff to do some Espalier. It's so windy right now, it's the weirdest weather. But we're gonna head to Home Depot, go get some stuff to do some Espalier. I would like to do Espalier in 3 places. So I don't think all 3 of them are gonna happen today. I think I'm gonna do one on this fence, and then you guys know the fence over on this side right here that goes to our neighbor's house that has the U, where I already have the Espalier that I did with Janie. I am planning on doing more Espalier on that fence. I've already talked about doing that. And then I would also really like to, okay, it's gonna get really bright. I would really like to do it, let me turn around, on this fence in the driveway. But I think that I'm gonna save that for a much, much later day when it's not 115 degrees. Well, okay, 108. 115 might be a little dramatic, but we do get that hot. So goal today is this side and extending the other side. And I don't think I'm gonna pick up any plants because it's really not like a good time to plant any of these when it's this hot. We will be cooling down here in a couple weeks, and then I will do an abundance of fall planting. And I'm really excited about that fall planting, and fall time is one of my favorites in the garden. Fall and spring. Summer is my least favorite season, which is crazy as a gardener because that's when everything really takes off. But we're gonna go get all this stuff for some more Espalier, and what I love is how cheap this project is and how much impact it is. So I think it's like $10 for a reel of the wire, and then maybe another $10 for the screws. So 20 bucks, I can get the Espalier done, and I will have everything linked in the description down below that you need for this project. It's so easy. So let's head to Home Depot and go pick up what I need. So this is what we're gonna grab. The 4-strand multi-purpose wire from Ook, O-O-K. And this is what I grabbed. Make sure it's the braided one. And it is $9.38 a piece. I think I'm gonna grab 2 of them just because I will really use these. And last time I was here, this is the one that I grabbed. And we don't want to do this. We don't want the single wire. So you can see how that's a single strand. I want to make sure that it's the braided wire. So that's the one that we want. Okay, and then we also picked up some screws. These ones are a little bit different than what I used last time. I'll put a picture of what I used last time, but these will work just the same. And I think these were like $8 a piece. All right, we are back home, and the total for everything was $28.21. Got everything from Home Depot. I'll have it all linked down below. And I think I'm gonna start working on extending that one area first. So I'm gonna go in and kind of set some stuff down and see what I need to do. First off, look, we finished the gate. Well, Brent finished the gate. So that is all done now. It looks so much better. We replaced the entire thing, so we actually can like walk through it now. But this here is the section that we're gonna do. It's not much of a section, but I have all of my power tools. I do have a power tool that I'm gonna be using, but I do have all my other tools here. So I have a Sharpie, a screwdriver, wire cutters, the wire, and the screws. And then Brent is grabbing a drill with a little teeny tiny drill bit on it, so that way I can do pilot holes. So first thing I'm gonna do, oh, I also have a tape measure. I'm gonna go measure out spacing. I can't quite remember what we did for spacing on the Espalier right here. So I'm gonna measure out what we did, and then I'm gonna just start marking out the holes. Okay, so I measured, we're doing 33-inch squares. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna measure from the last one right here. I'm gonna go 33 inches over, make a mark, and then same thing from this one right here. I'm gonna go 33 inches over and make a mark. And then that way I will just continue down the pattern, very easy. Okay, so the first one in though, and we are running into a problem that 33 inches actually runs right in the center of these 2 boards here. So I'm just gonna move it over. You're not really gonna be able to tell. I'm gonna go at 32 inches. I have my mark made. And then think what I'm gonna do, because I'm using a black Sharpie and because I'm using a black pen, that I'm gonna go ahead and just start drilling my holes instead of doing the marker with them. I think if I continue with the marker, it's gonna be impossible to find all of my holes that I need. So I'm gonna just drill. So this is gonna be the last one, and then that way I can have another diamond that comes all the way over here, and then pretty much right at this U, so that's perfect. I'm just adding 2 more squares to this. Then same thing, I'm gonna go from here and do 33 inches. Okay, so I have 2 packs here. These are the ones that I had used initially, and they were out of them, so we picked up this pack, which honestly, they're a little tiny bit bigger. The eyes are a little bit bigger, and the length is a little tiny bit bigger. I can't tell what the difference is on them. It doesn't even give measurements, so who knows. But they're pretty close in size. So I'm gonna finish off this pack before I open up this pack, but I think I'll end up needing a few out of here. So I'm just barely gonna start putting these in here, and then I'm gonna go in with the screwdriver and put them in all of the way. All right guys, so the last step now is to take the wire, and I'm just gonna wrap it through the eyelets of each one of those. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at one of them. Let me turn the camera just a little bit so you guys can see this. So the plan is I'm gonna start at this one, and I'm gonna run this straight up to here. And then I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna tie it. And then I'm gonna go down to the next one and I'm gonna run it straight across this way. And then I'm gonna cut it and tie it up at the top. And then I'm gonna do the same thing this way, and then that should make all my squares. Instead of having to wire them all through, because I don't want this to just get caught and twisted, I want to keep it straight lines. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I've kind of measured that out, and that's about what I need. So that is cut, and what I'm going to do is tie this section on here first. Okay, first wire is strung, and then I'm gonna do the rest of it, but let me show you guys. So I do have on this wire right here, there are a whole bunch of these that have already wound up. So I'm gonna unwind one of them really quick and wind it over to this section. Would you look at that? I've already almost reached the top on this one. So I'm gonna finish wiring all of this together, and I'm hoping to get it before I run out of daylight completely, but if not, then I will show you guys first thing in the morning. Alright, you guys, it is the next morning, super early, and wanted to come show you guys the wire, the Espalier, and how it looks right now. So, we got it all done last night. I ran out of daylight. I was doing it at the very end of the day, but it goes all the way down now. I'm so excited about that. So you guys can see it goes from there, and it just looks like it continues down. We just did this section. I ended up using about maybe a third of that 100-foot wire. So we got a good amount of that done, and I was able to steal from this section because I had them going up and then over. So I was able to steal it and make it go this way. And then one is barely able to go up. It was able to go further, but I broke the branch, so it was up to here. But I'll train another one, and those ones will go all the way across, just like this one right here is going to go all the way across. And then I'll get probably 2 more plants, which I do have some cuttings going, but they haven't started rooting, so I might just pop those in there once they actually grow roots, and that'll go all the way across. And then this one will go all the way across, which is funny because this one right here, I've actually trained it to go up this way, and then it's shot back that way. But this has grown so incredibly fast. It's only been a few months since we've done this project, and most of it has already reached the top. All the way up to that amaranth right there has pretty much reached the top. This section right here is really filled out really fast, and I cannot wait for this fall when I put 2 more plants in, because I'm not going to put anything in the ground right now. It's 108 today, so this will be planted much later in the season. Towards the end of the year. That's actually a really good time to do a lot of planting, is fall planting. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm so glad I was able to extend the Espalier. Now looking out the living room window, it doesn't look as weird. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.